Welcome to another video on my channel. I appreciate you clicking on it, and I also appreciate the time you've taken to watch the video. And also, if you're reading this, thank you for the few people that have been commenting already. I am new to actually making these videos, although I'm not actually new to trading itself. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to just bring a bit of context what I was looking at for today, and then also bringing in the dealing ranges that I think are in play, and then also with the overbought, the oversold, which will give you your premium and your discount, and then how that can actually affect my decision making across the way. So where we've actually got this here, so we've had a new bullish move up, and then we've created this swing high. So we're currently in a pullback. So if we have a look here, so this is an area of influence here, because this is the upper boundary and that's the lower boundary of the first fair value gap, which has actually provided this shift in market structure. So these are areas. So there's my one fair value gap. Then it's also, you look lower, we've got another fair value gap here. So there's the top of the boundary. Extend that further in time, and then just there. So we've got upper boundary, lower boundary. So that's fair value gap 1, fair value gap 2. And there you go. So we've actually got this fair value gap tool, as you can see here, just for sort of quick reference. So where we're actually expecting this to be a pullback, I wasn't actually looking at, obviously, I think we're actually bullish to these equal highs here, which are observed on the weekly time frame, and you've also got a weekly fair value gap higher. And I think this just looks way too clean on the bigger time frames. But where you've actually got this pullback here, you can see how we've actually broken, we've retested this area, and that's a beautiful setup that happened today that I was unfortunate I didn't catch it. But I just wanted to share this with you. So this is the current dealing range for bullish direction, or you've actually got, so basically, in my opinion, you're actually fading this. If you're selling it short up here, that's great. And then you've got these areas basically of influence where it is likely to trade to. But I won't be considering a continuation to the upside on the weekly time frame to take these weekly equal highs until we've actually reached discount. So what you're looking at doing is you're looking for order blocks as well as the fair value gaps within the discount area. So that would actually put it, if I was to just put this tool on here to create that area and then delete this. So where you've actually got the whole thesis or trade idea now, you're looking at, because this is a pullback here, you're not looking at taking any longs here because you're in overbought territory, because you're at the top of this dealing range. So the dealing range is from this low to this high now, and then you're only looking for longs that are actually going to be below the equilibrium down here. So I think this could actually continue to sell off down to this region here, maybe get some nice wick into this with a reversal on the 1 hour time frame, which would be ideal. But if I just go into the lower time frames and we have a look at the price action for today, what I'm also going to do is put some nice clear vertical lines on. So there's the New York Open. So I am actually in England, and my time here at the moment is 17:51, so 10 to 6 in the evening. And obviously in the US we are 12:45. So we've actually got 12 until 1 o'clock, which is your no trade, and then have that there. So that'll be the end of the New York session. So there's the morning, there's the afternoon, and there's the lunch break. So in question, we've actually got this, which is very interesting. So where we've actually got that break and retest of that previous low on the daily time frame, we've also got another Judas swing here right at the time of that. So that actually came in around 9:30. So if you go down to the 5-minute time frame, yep, we've actually got a shift in market structure. But is there a fair value gap here? No. So I'm on the free plan, so I can't go down to the 4-minute time frame. Go down to 3-minute time frame. Yes, we've got a slight shift in market structure here, but all of this price has been balanced. Go down to the 1-minute time frame, and here we go. This is where it's presented itself. So if I put that out here, so there's the displacement, there's the shift or the break in market structure. Move to the downside, creating a fair value gap. So this would have been the third candle of this fair value gap. So you got 1, 2, and 3, and then your short order, your sell order would have been there, and then you could have had, well, yeah, it would have been at the high. And then you've got the context of the daily on your side then, because you've got that overall context or the framework of the trade. So if you're coming back up here, but you're not looking at buying here because you're at the top of a premium, you're in a really sort of high premium here, what you're looking at doing is you're looking at trading that down to the nearest key level on the daily time frame. And so if I go back down to the 1-minute time frame, you can see how this level here is being really well respected. So if we map that out, and let's just say we'll put it just beyond that level to give us liquidity. I mean, I think we're going to have a deeper plunge here. So we hit that just at 12 o'clock. So I mean, how about that for time and price theory? So even without clipping your stop loss, you've got an easy 5.5% reward there. And then we've actually come down to that next level. So we're currently still in the lunch break. So about 1:30, then maybe, I mean, if this is going to be going lower, then you'll have this here. So maybe we take the liquidity here, and then we could actually come and run these equal lows here. I mean, for myself, I'm actually waiting for a bigger move higher. So before I'm considering this to be bullish again, then I'll be having a look at something around here, a wick into this, and then come take this high, and then overall going to be looking at taking this trade here before we then come back down even further. But obviously this is some way out, and if you look on the weekly time frame, so we've had a big bullish engulfing here where we've basically taken a big move from these order blocks here on the weekly and also on the monthly time frame across all the indices. So we've had this big reaction, and then I was anticipating some form of a low to form either Monday or Tuesday before we then start heading higher to come and take this area here. I might be wrong, but you can usually see if there's a big bullish engulfing candle like this with this type of structure here, there is some form of follow through. You can see that the power of through, we've actually got this low here, which would have been formed in the beginning of the week. So I am anticipating this to creep down, or maybe just come and tap these levels before we have a look at pushing up a little bit higher. But this is going to be the biggest opportunity, I think. So this is what's on my radar, but I just thought I would share a little bit of insight into how I'm working through the time frames to bring that entire picture together. And hopefully this has been insightful, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks.